Yo, what's up guys? It's Iron J Moto and welcome to my parents' lovely backyard. I figured I'd just jump right into this because everyone keeps asking me about my moto vlogging setup, and I'm gonna shoot this on my iPhone because obviously I'm usually talking through the helmet. But anyway, here is a few things you'll need right here. You're gonna need a GoPro. You're gonna need this awesome mount, GoPro mic adapter. These two, because you'll need these little brackets, this little J-hook bracket and this little extension arm. I will include links for all this stuff down below in the description, but simply to put it, I really wanted a very clean look. A few things that aren't on this table that you are going to need is the GoPro quick clip mount, Swingarm, which is like moldable Play-Doh, the omnidirectional giant squid microphone that I have, and the cat fuzzy thing, so then that way you don't get a bunch of that wind noise. So jumping right into it, obviously I set my camera up already, so I'm just gonna kind of walk through you guys my setup. So you have this quick clip mount, and you know it's hard to get it to go on a helmet cleanly, so the best way to do it is using Swingarm, which is this kind of stuff right there. Like I said, it's a moldable Play-Doh type of vibe, and so what you're gonna do is roll it up into a little ball, stick it on the back of this clip, and squish it right to your helmet. When you squish it down, you're gonna get all this excess Swingarm, and you're just gonna take like a toothpick or something that's not so sharp, and you're just gonna cut right along the edges of it, and then that way that excess Swingarm will come right off, and then you just allow it to dry for 24 hours. Keep in mind that once it dries, it's permanent and stuck on the helmet. But again, I chose this route because I used glue one time on my old helmet. I used tape. It just doesn't look clean. This way it allows just a very clean look on the helmet, and it sticks on at like any speeds. All right, moving into this little list of gadgets here. This GoPro case is amazing because it has this little slot down there that holds the GoPro mic adapter. It'll just slide like right in there, kind of like that. Since I'm holding the camera, I obviously can't show you guys it slide in there. So once it's slid in there, now you have the GoPro mic adapter down there. Then you're gonna go ahead and put the GoPro into this case. For this one, this little door is gonna come off, and then you just put the GoPro in there. All right, cool, check it. So now you got the GoPro in there and the mic adapter right underneath. So then I'm gonna go ahead and put this cord and put it right into that USB-C slot. Boom, so there you go. So now that is all situated. This allows you to record audio from your microphone, which will plug right into there, directly into the GoPro. I chose this route because, again, sometimes people use a secondary audio recorder connected to the lavalier mic, and then they sync the audio. But for me, again, I wanted this to be just as simple as possible to just hit record and get to vlogging. That way you don't have to sync any audio. Any audio is being recorded directly to the video files itself. So now I'm just gonna set this aside. So we have the GoPro, you know, situated here all in one piece. Now I'm going to talk about these two little pieces here. So I didn't want a whole bunch of brackets, and I wanted a very clean look. So the first thing I got is this J-hook. When I first did my motovlog setup, I just did the J-hook on there, and then I put the GoPro on it. But now the thing with that is, here, let me show you guys. When the GoPro is on that J-hook, the angle of it is kind of stopped because of the bracket itself. So when you're on the GoPro itself, like there, and you know, your head's usually, here, let me put my hand somewhere else. Your head's usually tilted like this. It's never like this, you know, straight. When you're actually wearing the helmet, it's kind of angled down. So, you know, when I first started doing moto vlogs with just the J-hook bracket, the angle was definitely not right, and I needed the angle to come up a little bit. So that's where this little tiny extension arm comes in handy. So now I can put this little extension arm and put it onto there. Allows me to angle the GoPro a little bit more back. So I'll go ahead and put this J hook and this little small bracket together so you can see what that looks like. There you go. So now you've got that J hook and then that little short arm bracket, and then the GoPro, let me get this there. Now the GoPro is going to sit on it like that. So now you have a little bit of flexibility to bring that angle back like that without having to be restricted by just the J hook. So now I'll put the GoPro on the end of that little short arm bracket. Boom, there you go. Now you got plenty of angle to play with this J hook, the little short arm bracket, and then the GoPro. I'll give you a little angle up here that you could pretty much, I mean, it really wouldn't even be like that, but again, the little short arm bracket does wonders with making this work. So that's pretty much it, guys. This is my whole entire GoPro setup. So if I don't feel like riding with my GoPro on it, and I just, you know, again, that's permanent. But when I don't want to ride with my GoPro and I know I'm not gonna be vlogging, I literally, in one piece, just pop this off. And then I'll put this in my little swing arm bag. But that's pretty much it. Remember, guys, I was going for something clean and minimal. That this is all it takes right here. So once you get this all together as your main piece, you got your camera, the mic adapter, and then your brackets and hooks set up. All you're gonna do is just slide it onto that quick clip after it's been dried, again, for 24 hours with the Subaru. All right, so after you get your whole GoPro set up, you got the mic adapter, the GoPro all in the case, onto the brackets. All you're gonna do is take your helmet, again, after the Subaru is all dried on that quick clip, you're gonna take it and it's just gonna click right into there. Boom, got it in there, and it's gonna go ahead and click right in there. So now you have the GoPro on the helmet, clean looking, boom. So, you know, if anything, of course, once it's on there, you could go ahead and angle it back and then tighten all your screws for the brackets. All right, so on to the next part. I, again, have my lavalier mic put in there with the little cat fuzzy on it, and all I did was put all the excess wire behind the padding. By taking this off, I've stuck it in there, and so it's hidden. And then I went ahead and taped the microphone right into the inside where my mouth is on the inside. So that's pretty much it. And then, you know, you leave a little bit of slack with the wire, again, with all of it tucked in on the inside of the padding, and you go ahead and you just plug it right in there. Now, keep in mind, guys, there is plenty of lavalier mics you can go with. The reason why I went with the giant squid one is it is really good quality, and it has the connection point right here is directly into the GoPro mic adapter, and it's got a 90-degree connector, so I can kind of go into it and then put this connector to me, so the wire just goes right into there. Now, if you go with any of the other brands that people like Purple Panda or anything, you're going to need an adapter, and then it plugs into that adapter and then into the GoPro adapter. I really wanted to take one less thing out of the connection, so if something was going wrong, I don't have so many points of contact that I need to troubleshoot. So if I'm having microphone issues, it's either going to be from this or this. It's not going to be, is it this into the mic adapter, or into the converting adapter, or into this, if that makes sense. But this just goes right into there. I don't need an adapter. I just plug it into there, and I love that it's 90 degrees and faces towards me. If you don't have that 90 degree, again, it's gonna stick out like that much farther before it goes into there, and means your wire is gonna have to go all the way out here then to go to your helmet. Doesn't look that good when you have like this big giant chunk sticking out like this far, which is just, again, an adapter to convert TRRS to TRS. But again, this one is directly TRS, so you have your tip, ring, and sleeve. If you get the other one, it's going to be tip ring sleeve, which you then convert. That's going to plug into something like over here and then go into the mic adapter. So boom, just like that, goes right in, and that's all it is, guys. Now once you're all set up, all you do is turn the GoPro on, hit record, and boom, it's all being recorded. All the audio is being recorded directly to the GoPro, and then that's it. You know, there's no syncing the audio, there's no extra time wasted to edit videos. You just import them and you just go right into it. I don't even know if I said this, but I am running a GoPro Hero 5. So keep in mind, like, I mean, I was even thinking about getting a 7 or 8, but you guys have all been asking me what is the stuff that I use for my helmet, and it's a GoPro Hero 5. And I also edit my videos in Adobe Premiere. So there you go, guys. That wraps up my motovlogging helmet. It's clean. I have nothing on the sides. Everything is just all inclusive to that front. Now, keep in mind, now some helmets have vents and all that in the front, and maybe you have to go from the side. Keep in mind, it'll be the exact same setup, but the only brackets you'll now need is being able to have like a swing arm bracket that'll bring it to the front. And you know, you kind of have to do a little bit of playing around with what brackets you'll need to make sure your GoPro can swing over to the front. I'm telling you guys, that front camera view is money, because when people have the GoPro to the side, above the helmet, or even off to the side, it's easy to get disconnected from your audience. They really want to have that first person view, and this is the best way to get it. So if you don't have the option to just stick it right in the front of your helmet, go ahead and play with the brackets and put that quick clip, mount it somewhere where that makes sense for you in your helmet, and then just get the necessary brackets that'll bring it up to the front for you. I hope this video helps you guys. Again, I know a lot of you guys have been asking me about it, so if this helped you, or if you have any questions, ask your questions in the comments below. But if this video helped you, please smash that like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Until the next one, guys, peace.